Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Today we're going to read a story by the New York Post, written by John McLeon. And guys, this was published December 7th, I'm just reading it now, but it's called Move Over Schools, DEI is Taking Over the World of Video Games. It makes a lot of great points, things that, have been mentioned before by numerous YouTubers, right? But it really goes into the topic of DEI, talks about Ubisoft, and talks about Trump a little bit, and everything that's going on. But what I want to make a point out of this is that once newspapers start picking this up, TV is soon to follow. So I'm pretty sure this is going to make the newspapers probably, within the next month, more newspapers, and after that, maybe TV. We'll see. But I think this story will carry steam. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the videos. And sit back, relax, and let the reader do its thing.
Move Over Schools, DEI is taking over the world of video games. Donald Trump has vowed to dismantle as many DEI programs as possible when he returns to the White House. Yet, there's one domain where diversity, equity, and inclusion aren't just surviving, they're thriving. The world of video games. Call of Duty, one of the most iconic gaming franchises in history, recently introduced Rossi, its first non-binary character with they/them pronouns. Some might dismiss this as mere virtue signaling, but it's part of a far larger agenda. As mainstream media declines, gaming, a market of 212 million US players, has become the perfect platform for DEI tenets to flourish. Video game makers are increasingly embedding woke or DEI-related content into their newest gaming offers. Monkey Business, stock.adobe.com. DEI ideology first took root in universities, and today's game developers are its natural byproducts. Earlier this year, footage surfaced of Danny Lalonde, an associate narrative designer at EA's Seattle-based Cliffhanger Games, openly bragging about excluding white people from her team for being hard to work with. This is hardly an isolated incident. Pokémon Legends, Arceus, for instance, was accused by Vice of promoting colonialism. It doesn't. And Super Mario Kart has faced allegations of white privilege, despite Mario and Luigi being a pair of blue-collar plumbers trying to save a princess. Grand Theft Auto 6, set to drop next year, looks poised to trade its edgy legacy for a dose of wokeness. A former employee of maker Rockstar Games hinted fans might be upset by GTA's new direction. And the trailer suggests why. Donald Trump has made taking on DEI a key component of his next administration. Getty Images. It predominantly depicts African American communities in a move many longtime fans dismissed as blatant identity politics. Some viewers lamented on Reddit the near absence of white characters and accused Rockstar Games of pushing a political agenda. Lucia's introduction as a Latina lead only intensified the backlash. For DEI advocates, video games are appealing not just for their global player base, but for the amount of hours young, impressionable audiences spend immersed in these virtual worlds. Volta Rossi is the first gender non-binary character from Call of Duty. Activision. A quarter of Americans game 3 to 7 hours a week, another 25% play 8 to 12 hours, and 25% exceed 13 hours. Unlike TV shows, there are no ad breaks, no pauses, just relentless, uninterrupted engagement. Sweet Baby Incorporated, a major player in gaming, may carry a cutesy name. However, the Montreal-based company has been instrumental in spreading harmful ideologies throughout the industry. With its focus on game writing and diversity consulting, Sweet Baby has influenced titles like God of War, Ragnarok, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and Alan Wake 2. In Ragnarok, their politics are unmistakable, with the Norse goddess Angrboda reimagined as black. Critics have accused the game Mario Brothers of white privilege. Nintendo. The Norse were many things, but black wasn't one of them. Compare that with the company Ubisoft, where many Sweet Baby employees once worked. The company is committed to accurate representation, so much so that their digital recreation of Notre Dame Cathedral became a critical reference for restoring the landmark after the 2019 fire. Start your day with all you need to know. Morning Report delivers the latest news, videos, photos, and more. Thanks for signing up. The backlash against Sweet Baby has been brutal. On Steam, a digital gaming community, over 450,000 users have rallied behind a list titled Sweet Baby Incorporated Detected, boycotting any game influenced by the company's ideology. Some folks, however, applaud this focus on identity. Spider-Man 2, Another Sweet Baby, Triumph, was praised by the gamer for its relentless promotion of queerness. The author of the piece, Jade King, described the game as fruity, praising the distinct LGBTQ+ representation everywhere you look, from walls of street art to smaller side quests. A quarter of Americans game 3 to 7 hours a week, another 25% play 8 to 12 hours, and 25% exceed 13 hours. Stockheat, stock.adobe.com. Ms. King also praised the bisexuality of the character Black Cat, calling it a perfect fit, a seductive thief who lures vulnerable men into her web, exploits them, and then flips the script by choosing to love another woman instead. Is this a video game or a low-budget adult film? Meanwhile, Dragon Age, The Veilguard, a brand new fantasy role-playing game, allows users to create trans or non-binary heroes, reflecting gaming's relentless push to make every narrative a vehicle for identity politics. With only 0.5% of young adults identifying as transgender, this isn't representation, it's a distortion of reality. Spider-Man 2 has been praised by the gamer for its relentless promotion of queerness. Marvel. The once meritocratic world of gaming has been replaced by divisive ideology and bland storytelling. Complex characters and compelling narratives have given way to lifeless avatars designed to tick ideological boxes, reducing games to a dull binary of oppressors and oppressed. Gaming was once a sanctuary for creativity and exploration. But like mainstream media and academia, it's been hijacked by gatekeepers more obsessed with quotas than quality. Mario and Luigi are barely scraping by. At this rate, the brothers might soon be out of work entirely.
As you can see, the title says everything, right? Not only that, it touches on a lot of points that have been made over and over again regarding these companies. And, of course, the new administration is going to do whatever they do in government, but I think it's going to become more and more apparent to the public that these things are going on. Parents are going to be more aware. So we'll see. Usually these things boil over. Sometimes they go a little too far to one side, a little too far to the other side, but hopefully we'll get some balance, where we get representation, creativity, and a good balance, a return to form when it comes to our video games, right? We don't want games to be too political for one side or the other, because if you get religion on there, then, man, it really just turns back into what we had in the early 80s, 90s, with so much censorship by a lot of super conservative people. But we'll see. We'll see what's going to go on here. But it's a great read. I'm glad it's making the news. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Catch you on the next one. Take care.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe. Click that notification bell. And remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.